Flexion usually involves, I mean, this is hip flexion, okay, but that's going to be restricted by your hamstrings, right? That's not her full hip range of motion. So, in essence, we have to bend the knee as well, okay? And then we're going to put the hand on top of the knee. I think it's your genes. It's a gene end feel. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to flex her hip up, right? What do you think the end feel would be?
Soft tissue.
Soft tissue approximation, right? So her thigh comes up against her stomach usually. Okay, so we can do a few repetitions like that. You feeling okay there?
Yeah.
Okay, let me know if this bothers you. Okay, so that's hip flexion. Okay. For abduction, I'm going to cradle the lower leg. Okay. Usually you put your hand on the other side of the pelvis just to kind of stabilize things. Okay. And then I'm going to walk her leg out. What kind of end feel do you think this is?
Capsule.
Soft tissue stretch, right? It's really her adductor muscles that's stopping that from going further. And she's probably going to feel that as well, right? You feel it stretch in your groin. Okay, and it looks like we're 55 degrees, something like that. 50 degrees. Okay, if I don't stabilize the other side, then she starts to kind of twist, right? So my hand is there just to help stabilize the other side. You okay there? Okay. For adduction, okay, the opposite leg's going to get in the way. So we're going to bend this knee up, put it across like this, and I would normally come around, I think, to this side. Okay, and then I'm going to do abduction. Okay, obviously not as much range as abduction. Okay, what plane is this occurring in? Yep, exactly like the shoulder.
And would that be a capsular end feel, or is that?
No, it's just ligamentous stretch. Okay, so we've done flexion. We've done ab and adduction. Before we have her lay on her side, we'll do rotation. Okay? The easiest position to do that in is to flex her hip to 90, put your hand on top of the knee. So this is like the pivot point. Okay? Is this internal rotation or external rotation?
Internal.
Exactly. So even though her foot's going out, it's internal rotation. You okay there? And it's a capsular end feel. Okay, how much internal rotation do you think this is? If you estimate it, you'd have to kind of look from the top, really. It's not quite fair at that. 45? A little over 45, around 50 degrees. We'll have practice here in a second measuring this, but just get an idea of kind of eyeballing it. Okay? If you break it in, we know what 90 would look like, right? So half of that's going to be 45. 2/3 of that's going to be 60. Right? Actually, with a couple of repetitions, she's up to 60. Okay? So her internal rotation is about 60 with a capsular end feel. Okay, so that's the 0 point. 60 degrees of external rotation with a capsular end feel in the transverse plane. Okay, and then you are a little tight on this one. Okay, yeah. She's well, this is external rotation, and she's going about 35 degrees. Okay, maybe 40, and it also feels like, from my perspective, it feels quite tight. And probably from you as well. Okay, let's just compare the other side. To cradle their whole leg, put your hand on their thigh, and extend back. Okay. With Logan, I expect a little bit more extension. She's a little stiff in this range as well.
Could it be like unequal hip alignment?
It could be.
But I have gone to the chiropractor for that.
What was that? Right?
Yeah.
Well, and you know, sometimes we're just not equal on both sides. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing that says we have to be symmetrical. Just how do you turn on the other side? Yeah, this one goes way easier. Okay, it comes to this point before I have the end feel. On her other hip, it was like this. Okay, so there is some tightness definitely going on in the right hip. So that's